Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is the second part of our guide on installing Windows 11 on Android. In this video, we are finally going to get Windows 11 installed on our OnePlus 6 or 6T. If you missed the first part where we set up the partitions, make sure to go back and watch that first because you cannot proceed without it. Before we jump in, let's quickly go over the prerequisites. You are going to need the modded TWRP image, the Windows on ARM system image, the necessary drivers, and the UEFI image. Make sure you have all of these files downloaded and ready on your PC. Now, we are going to do things a little differently from the official written guide you might have seen. The standard guide usually asks you to boot into TWRP again at this stage. However, we are not going to do that. Since we aren't booting UEFI immediately, we don't need to waste time booting into TWRP right now. We are going to skip those steps and move straight to flashing the UEFI image. Go ahead and open your command prompt or terminal. We need to flash the UEFI image to your boot partition. Run the command fastboot flash boot, followed by the path to your UEFI image file. Once that is flashed, go ahead and start your phone. Here's the important part. As your phone boots, you need to navigate to the UEFI boot menu. You will use the volume keys on your phone to scroll through the options. Look for the option that says USB storage attached SCSI. Once you have that selected, connect your phone to your PC again. This puts the phone into a specific mass storage mode that allows our computer to see the phone's partitions as if they were a regular USB drive. If you're facing issues here, for example, if your device does not enter mass storage mode or your PC isn't detecting it, there are alternative ways to enter this mode described in the guide, but usually the UEFI menu method works best. Now, we need to open the Diskpart tool on your computer. I need to give you a massive warning here. Please listen carefully. Do not erase any partition while you are inside Diskpart. If you run a clean command or erase partitions, you will wipe your entire UFS storage. This means your device will be permanently bricked with no solution except for a complicated EDL flash, which will wipe all your data anyway. So please, only execute the commands exactly as we discussed them. Type Diskpart in your command prompt and hit Enter. We need to find the Windows volume on your phone. Type List Volume and press Enter. You will see a list of volumes. Look for the one named OnePlus. Take note of the volume number associated with it. Now type Select Volume followed by that number. Once selected, we need to assign it a drive letter so Windows can write to it. Type assign letter equals X and hit Enter. Next, we need to do the same for the ESP partition. Type list volume again if you need to double-check the number, but look for the volume named ESP OwnPlus. Type select volume followed by the ESP volume number. When selected, type assign letter equals Y and hit Enter. We have now mounted the phone's partitions to your PC as drives X and Y. You can now type Exit to leave Diskpart. Moving on to the actual installation of the Windows image. I want to clarify something regarding the versions. For this video, I have the 24H2 and 25H2 versions here for testing purposes. However, I strongly recommend that you download and use the 23H2 version. Do not use 24H2 or 25H2 right now, as they currently have some driver issues that will cause headaches. Stick to 23H2 for a stable experience. Navigate to the folder where you have your Windows image. It might be named install.esd or install.wim or have a long string of numbers. We are going to use the DISM tool to apply this image to the X drive we just mounted. The command is DISM space / apply -image space / image file : then the full path to your install.esd file space / index : 6 space / apply dirt : x \.
If you hit Enter and get an error 87, it usually means the index number is wrong. Different images have different editions of Windows at different indexes. To find the correct one, you can run dism/get-image-info, pointing to your file. Look for the index number that corresponds to Windows 11 Pro and replace the number 6 in the previous command with that correct index number. Once the image finishes applying, we need to install the drivers. Unpack the driver archive you downloaded earlier. Open a folder and look for a file named devicenamefirstboot.cmd. Run that file. If you see an error, try running the fix version of that file if it's included. The script might ask you to enter a drive letter. You need to enter the drive letter of the OnePlus partition, which we assigned as X, so type X and press Enter. Here is an important pro tip. After the driver installation script finishes, don't close everything yet. Copy that original driver's archive zip file and paste it directly into the root of the OnePlus drive, which is your X drive, using Windows Explorer. You'll thank me later. After you boot into Windows on the phone for the first time, you can extract that archive and run the online updater.cmd file to ensure all your sensors and touch drivers are perfectly updated. We're almost there. We just need to create the Windows bootloader files. Go back to your command prompt. If you encountered any errors earlier, like failure in initializing library system volume, you might need to go back into Diskpart and assign a new letter to the ESP partition. But assuming everything went well, type the following command: bcdboot x:\windows /s y:\EFI /UEFI. Now we need to configure a few boot settings to make sure Windows boots happily on this unsupported hardware. First, enable test signing. Type bcdedit /store y:\EFI /Microsoft /boot /bcd set "default" "test signing" "on". Next, disable recovery mode, because if Windows crashes, we don't want it trying to boot into a recovery environment that doesn't exist. Type the same bcdedit prefix, but change the end to /set "default" "recovery enabled" no. Finally, disable integrity checks. Again, same bcdedit prefix ending with /set "default" no integrity checks on. We are done with the files. Now, let's remove the drive letter for the ESP partition to keep things clean. Type mount_vol y:\D. If that gives you an error, don't worry about it. The phantom drive will disappear next time you reboot your PC anyway. Now, reboot your phone back into fast boot mode. One final critical warning before I let you go. Never, ever use the slot switch option in the UEFI menu. It will brick your phone. Just stick to the boot menu we discussed. That is it for the installation process. In the next video, we will actually boot this up and see how it performs. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.